It's time to give Jayson Tatum the respect he deserves. He just put up one of the most absurd stat lines in NBA history last night. 43 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists on 9 of 15 shooting from the field. That is a ridiculous night in the office. He didn't even play 36 minutes. Played 35 minutes and 51 seconds in a beatdown of the Chicago Bulls, and it's time we give this man his respect. So this play here is fairly early in the game, right? We got the Celtics in there, 4-round 1 offense. Derek White fell into the corner. Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum trailing the play. You got Al Horford. They kicked it up. He's going to shoot the 3 ball. You got Cornette in here instead of your typical 5 out with Boston. Now they're running 4-round 1. So Horford's going to pull this 3 in transition, and it's a great job of Luke Cornette by batting this ball out to Jayson Tatum. And normally, one of the best places, especially for the Celtics who take the most 3-pointers in NBA history per game, one of the best places to get an open 3 ball is off the offensive rebound. He steps into it. Everybody in the arena thinks this is going up, right? You got Lonzo, you got Buzelis, you got Zach LaVine. Everybody here is thinking that this ball is going up. And then Jayson Tatum sees Derek White out of the corner of his eye, and this is an absolutely beautiful pass. And this is what makes Jayson Tatum so special, is his vision to go with that 6'9" frame that can also go 9 for 15 from 3. That's beautiful right there. Now, Tatum on the year averages 28.8 points per game, which is great. He also averages 9.7 rebounds, but the big thing there is 5.7 assists. And what he has been able to do when becoming this team's essential point guard, right? He shoots 46% from the field and 37% from 3 on 10.2 attempts per game. And he's just a great passer overall. The crazy part about this is by far the best team in basketball right now, and he leads the team in points, rebounds, and assists. I should say best team in basketball when they're healthy. These are the other guards on the team. None of them are really point guards other than Pritchard. He comes off the bench. Tatum leads the team with 5.7 assists. Tatum has essentially become this team's point guard, right? So with Porzingis back, it's going to be Tatum and Tingus Pingus in this pick and roll. We got Peyton Pritchard here in the corner on the strong side. And then we got Al Horford hanging out down here. Drew Holiday is supposed to be the throw behind if he lifts up. If not, he can cut in and then Horford can lift up. So it's tough to stop because there's just so many shooters. All 3 of the guys on the perimeter here for the Celtics shoot over 40% from 3. And then, of course, we know Kristaps is a floor stretcher. And watch Tatum, right? So as he comes off this screen, Jalen Smith is going to try to play drop coverage. So as Tatum penetrates in, right, he can't leave Pritchard because Peyton Pritchard, he's that guy. If you watch the channel, big Peyton Pritchard fans over here. And then Jalen Smith's playing drop coverage, so he's got to get back, and that's just going to leave Kristaps wide open right here. The Bulls don't rotate up like they should to take away Porzingis, and this is essentially a layup. Like, there's nobody. The closest guy to him might be this ref right here. I don't know. Kobe White's. They're about the same distance away, and that's essentially a free throw. This right here is a good example of what I love to see about Jayson Tatum. And this play is not all Jayson Tatum. Patrick Williams, great defender, guarding Jayson Tatum, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league, one of the better wing defenders. And you've got Al Horford here, 40% from 3. Kristaps here, 40% from 3. Peyton Pritchard here, over 40% from 3. Same thing with Drew Holiday, right? So look at the arc that these guys, you can't help too far off of any of these guys because you're conceding a 3 to the team that shoots the most 3s in the league. And Tatum, he's ISO'd up here. He's not going to dance around. He's not going to do anything. He's going to get straight to the point, get right downhill with that right hand, and get right to the rim and dunk it. He needs to do that way more often. But that's the big thing about Tatum. I really want him to get downhill more. Now, I'm no coach or anything, but he's shooting 37% from 3 on 10.2 attempts, and he's shooting 56% from 2-point range on 10 attempts. So shooting 20 percentage points better on less attempts. He's 6'9", 210. People fear him when he gets going downhill. I think he needs to do it more. With that being said, if you're enjoying today's video so far, make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that is you, go ahead and fix that. Also, go ahead and go check out our other channel, the NFL channel, as well. I also love to see this. The mid-range is not dead, right? We're going to get Luke Cornette here into a middle pick and roll with Tatum, going to his right, attacking Vucevic. That's a great matchup for Tatum, right? We've got Derek White taking Patrick Williams this way. You got Pritchard here in the corner, so Lonzo he can't really help much. You can help off Jaylen Brown a little bit, not that much. Off the catch and shoot, he's still a pretty good shooter. So as this develops, you see Tatum comes off this screen, right? Gets Zach LaVine on his hip. This is right where he wants him. He's got him on his hip. He's got the roll here to Cornet, or he's got the throw behind to Peyton Pritchard because Patrick Williams is still up. Lonzo has to come in to tag the roll guy and Luke Cornet, so that's open, right? If you wanted to skip that. Instead, he does a very nice job here of getting to his spot, using that off arm to get Zach LaVine off of him, and just hit a nice little fadeaway midi. So the Bulls are on a little 10-2 run here, so Mazzulla is going back to his go-to, and that's getting, maybe you could say Porzingis is the second best offensive player on this team. We'll see, Jaylen Brown, still a stud, but that's getting Porzingis and Jayson Tatum in this two-man game, this middle pick and roll, and we're going to be attacking Nick Vucevic. And so as Porzingis is setting the screen, let me get this off the screen. As he's setting this screen, he's going downhill, right? Kobe White has to respect what Porzingis can do to you in the pick and pop. We've got Drew Holiday continuously moving, Jaylen Brown continuously moving, and then the second coming at Klay Thompson sitting down here in the corner. So now Tatum has this mismatch. And like I said, I want him to go downhill more. I want him to get all these, paint touches. If he's a walking paint touch and can kick to guys like Derek White, Kristaps, Peyton Pritchard, Drew Holiday, that's what he needs to do all night long. But when he can do this, when he can step it back and do this over centers, that's extremely tough to stop, and I'm all for it. I mean, that is perfection on the shot right there. It barely touched the net. Now, not at all am I trying to hate on Jaylen Brown with what I just said by maybe he's the third best player on this team offensively. He does a lot of great stuff. I mean, he is a walking paint touch. He averages almost 24 points a game to go with about 6 boards and 5 assists in 35 minutes a game. He only shoots 44% from the field and 32% from 3, however, and that's the biggest knock against him. Now, he was the Finals MVP, but because of that, and just because of pure hatred for Tatum, people are saying that Brown is better than Tatum. And that's crazy, especially when you compare the stat lines, because Tatum, if you round up, is averaging 29, 10, and 6 in 36 minutes a game compared to 23.5, 6, and 5. He's also shooting much better from the field, 2 percentage points better from the field, and 5 percentage points better from 3. And then you have Porzingis, who I was comparing to Jayson Tatum, or to Jaylen Brown, 19.4 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, about an assist, and then a couple stocks per game. Only shooting 33% from 3 so far this year, but last year did shoot 38%, and on his career has been a great three-point shooter, so I imagine that will continue to rise as he comes back and gets 100% from that injury, but he's their rim protector. At the end of the day, he is the anchor of that number 3 ranked defense, and he is just a mismatch offensively. Give me that James Harden. We're out. Jayson Tatum ended up dunking this. He's also a lob threat for the Celtics above the rim. That's their vertical threat down in the paint, getting boards, just being a big body. And he's pretty much a mismatch wherever. Right here, they hunt out James Harden and get the mismatch, and that's like shooting over a little kid in the driveway. And then he's going to give Zubac nice little pump fake, Euro over Chris Dunn, and go do a chin up. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. We're looking for about 200 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching.